3, 2, 1.
All units, please respond. We got a 7467. Two idiots spilling the tea about their neighbors.
Welcome to Crazy Rich Neighbors.
B's bad boy.
There goes the neighborhood.
Hey, Royal Bougie crew and rogue CRN trolls.
Got a question, comment, or buck wild neighbor story of your own? Well, hit us up at 239-300-7276. You're just going to leave a message. Ain't none of us going to answer.
Okay. To sponsor our little show, our big show,
Our huge show.
our amazing show, email us at info@crazyrichneighbors.com to inquire about opportunities, and shout out to our sponsors, Podcast Junkies right here in Boca Raton, Florida.
Indeed. Check out our full video episodes on our Crazy Rich Neighbors YouTube channel. Subscribe and share, por favor.
This week, we're going in deep into the life of Pauolo Liuzzo, Princess Beatrice's ex-boyfriend, art dealer, and renowned party boy who enjoyed a rather bizarre relationship with her parents, Prince Andrew and Fergie. Paolo was recently found dead in a Miami hotel. Was foul play to blame?
Well, find out. But first, hey, Benjimon.
What's up, you guys? How's it going?
Oh, we're happy it's Friday.
Oh, yes.
I'm there with you. Thank God it's Friday.
I
Amen.
couldn't take another work day.
Me neither.
You know?
I mean, I love my work, especially now that the weirdo's gone.
Yes.
But doing all this work to fix the havoc she created.
Thank God she's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank God. My mom's surprise coming down here with my sister, which was pretty cool.
Oh, well, you didn't know about
I
this.
had no idea. They told me today. They were like, "Hey, Mom got off work. We're coming down." I was like, "Cool, let's do something." So that'll be kind of fun.
Are you really
Nice.
happy about that?
Yeah.
Did you have a date?
good.
Did you have a
I
date
know.
planned for tonight?
Yes, and they're not coming till 12 o'clock tonight, so
Oh,
I can
that's
still
perfect.
go on my date.
Just take a shower, okay?
Of course.
Yes.
Watch that stank up.
Please, I don't want to do a shot today, guys.
Maybe I'll just see them in the morning.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, doesn't your mom need to go to sleep?
Yeah, she needs to sleep.
All right, so they're not staying with you guys.
No, they got an Airbnb.
Oh, that's perfect. So you don't
okay.
have to see them tonight. You can
No,
have your
play,
full.
okay. Do you,
You can
boo.
go play on a Friday.
I
Exactly.
can go have my
Right?
Fridays. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I think tomorrow we're gonna take them to. I'm gonna take them to a nice chub shop. I'm gonna introduce them to Christian. They haven't met Christian yet, so that'll be
Oh,
cool.
the white vegan.
Yep.
That'll be a treat.
Yes,
Nice.
and then
Maybe your sister will fall in
Oh,
love.
I was just saying, I hope that he and the sister, maybe they hit it off.
Yeah, bounce.
You know? Y'all could be like brothers by relation.
Does she eat meat?
Oh.
She does, yeah, but
Oh,
we don't.
And we're here trying to marry you off as usual.
Well, we're going on Jelaine Maxwell here.
But look, here he comes. Here he comes.
Hey! Oh, I like your haircut.
You look like a praying dinosaur.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
Ooh, a praying dinosaur.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. But
Have
yeah,
they ever met? So they haven't met, Christian.
my
What if they started? What if they hit it off?
Yeah, for reals.
Well, guys, come on. I don't want to think about that.
Come on.
Well, they
Okay.
had-
All right. Okay.
I mean,
but
how
I
could
mean-
she not fall in love?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We will hear all about it. We hope.
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
On
you guys
Crazy Rich
you'll
Neighbors.
fill it in.
La telenovela.
Yes.
Well, speaking of surprises, I got something delivered this week that I wasn't expecting.
What?
Perhaps you've seen it on social media.
Let me see. No. Oh! Did the Duchess send you that?
I believe she did.
Oh my! Is it numbered?
It is
And
20,000.
Oh, girl,
And one
that's
of
a
her
lie. You know she
closest-
didn't. You know she didn't
Well,
sell
also
20,000.
These are the promos, you know. One of her
Oh.
20,000 closest
my
friends,
God.
Mia.
Oh
I'm
my
losing
God!
my fake lemons.
That is
and,
beautiful.
But I think there's something wrong with mine.
Why?
It says American Ass Hat Orchard.
Uh-oh.
Maybe China
Can I
is
see?
ripping off the
Can I see?
Duchess.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh my gosh, darling. You need to, did you post it?
No.
You must.
Well, maybe
but you
we'll
need
post this
lemons.
clip.
You're going to get like cut
I
off.
got lemons.
No, those are not, those look like oranges.
They're lemons, boo-boo.
You need the bright yellow ones, and
Well,
you
these
need
are
the little,
fake.
and you need the flowers, and you need real ones.
Well, I'm on a budget.
She's not
I'm
gonna be-
only in the 20,000s.
She's not going to be sending you any more PR boxes, okay? I saw what they look like on social media. You messed it
Well,
up.
they look different in real life.
Oh,
And this is American Asshat Orchard, after all. So
okay,
it's
okay.
a little different.
Yes, knockoffs.
Knockoffs.
Yes.
And in other news, brace yourself. We got to watch your letter.
What?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus, I did beg for it like last week.
The universe has provided.
Oh, no.
Careful what you wish for.
I always get
Neighbors,
anxiety.
Tiff Flabby, and me, ugh. For the second time now, I've seen you old wagons hitting the town with the other ladies. Left to my own devices, vodka and the new Taylor Swift album, I created my own clique, the Drunk Watchers Department. Guess what? You bitches aren't invited. I'm gonna ask the armless Mrs. Mossad if she'd like to join me. You never know what we'll get up to. Tap your phones, bug your homes, watch what happens. Who am I? I am Peeping Tamara. I am the Watcher.
Oh my God. I love you.
I have a hot flash.
I'm scared.
I'm scared
Why
too.
do I always get like heart palpitations? I'm scared.
Don't go into AFib, please.
I know. Oh my God. We missed you, Watcher.
Did we?
I did. Every time I kept begging for them. I kept begging
Yeah.
for the attention. You know we love attention.
We
good
do.
or
Any
bad.
Good or bad, yeah.
Yes,
We love a
honey.
troll, too.
Yes.
So.
Uh-oh. Always witty and clever as usual.
Been a busy week at Shea ET.
Oh, ouch. Like I literally, if you feel my heart, it's like
Oh,
thumping.
child.
Oh no, I think it's like the voice. It's the voice.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
You need a bathroom break?
Spooky. No, I'm just going to take another little chug. Cheers, babes.
Cheers, boo.
Yes.
So we love a conspiracy theory in addition to being trolled and scared by the neighbors.
Yes.
So Britney Spears.
Oh my God, what is going on? Free Britney,
See,
the Free
y'all,
Britney movement. I don't know, guys.
She needed to be under a conservatorship.
And maybe not her parents, because I don't know if they
Correct.
did good by her, because I do believe that she was taken advantage of by her own family.
I agree. But to put anyone under a conservatorship, the bar is very high for the court system. So clearly she needed it. But to your point, she just needed someone better in charge. So
Yes.
she was seen walking out of, or being taken from the Chateau Marmont in Hollywood in the middle of the night, wearing only panties
I know.
with a pillow
And their blanket.
and perhaps, some say, bruised knees, allegedly.
Oh, she posted a photo of her foot. It's messed up bad.
Yeah, but then she said later, and this is where the conspiracy comes to play, that that wasn't her. It was a body double.
What? But then she was just like, oh, I think she was saying like, oh, it was a body double because of because how bloated she looked.
Right.
That's what I thought. Like it
I
was
know,
a
but
body double.
She's starting her own conspiracy theory about herself.
It's crazy.
She's crazy.
But like she said, like she did a jump in the lobby and then she injured her foot.
Well, she had no top on.
No, and then I guess when she went back to the room, maybe they got into it. I don't know.
She was in a room with a man. That explains the knees.
and he's like a felon, an ex-felon. He looks very little bit scary,
Totes.
you know?
Yes.
I hope she's okay. I mean, we know she's not
not
okay.
okay.
I'm just like, with all of that money, I would just love for her to go and get like some hair extensions from the Kardashians people or anybody in Hollywood. They can do tape-ins, they can do sew-ins. Why does her hair always look so ratty?
Well, she's posting this stuff of herself, which she was not able to do when she was under a conservatorship. All y'all who made a stink over Free Britney,
Yes.
this is your fault. She's not okay to be unsupervised.
But they were right. She was sending signs that she was under duress. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I think she needs to go on her medications and regulate it. And, when you go on these medications for mental illnesses, you can't drink alcohol.
Or caffeine.
God, and who knows what else she's popping or taking, allegedly. I don't know.
I know.
We went out to, thank you, and shout out to Mrs. Gucci and to
Yes.
Rissy Riss and to Lady Ripper. We went out for a nice girls' dinner. When was that last
Monday.
week? Was that this week? Girl, you could tell what type of week I had, child. And these twins are home.
I know.
Oh.
Only 3.5 more months to go.
Oh my gosh. And all the parents out there who have returning freshmen or sophomores or juniors or whatever returning. It's an adjustment.
You feel the pain.
It is. It's like you love these creatures, right? And they did really great for their first year.
Awesome.
But it's it's just the change of the ecosystem and
Disrupting your peace.
Yes, people in and out and late nights and it's different. But
I bet that sucks.
yeah, no. You know what I mean? And then the son and then the hubby, these boys,
clashing?
they clash. The first week it was just straight clash. Now that I saged the house, I took my tuning forks and
good.
said a prayer for peace. And these two tigers just at each other's throats. I'm like, oh my God, y'all are up disturbing the peace. So I saged out. And you told, my son, listen, your dad just needs you to be a little bit kind. You can't, his attitude and your bra and you tripping and all this stuff will not fly with him,
Hell to the no. That wouldn't fly when I was a child if I was acting
This
like
is how
that
these
either.
you cap it and all this Gen Z talk. I'm like, first of all, he doesn't understand it.
Right.
And second of all, you need to
it's
be
disrespectful.
respectful.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when they
Yeah.
get into it and then this comes out and he's like, I don't even understand what you're saying to me right now. And, and this is an intelligent
Right, and
child.
if it's you want me to be empathetic and sympathetic to you, you need
yes,
to talk to me in a way that I can
yes,
understand you. That
yes.
isn't talking down to me as a Gen Xer.
Yes. And so they made up, they made peace,
Okay.
and all is calm in the house for now. Thank the Lord.
Amen.
But I'm sure I've spoken to other parents with returning, and I remember what I was like. It was very hard going back home, especially after your first year where you have some freedom to go back into the parents' house. It's it's hard.
It's hard
Okay, because your parents, it's their house, their rules.
and you're still their child versus when you go to college, you're your own person and
Yes.
you can do whatever you want but then you also have to deal with the repercussions of that if there are any.
Exactly.
Depending on what you do.
Exactly. So anyhow, this
that
week,
sounds awesome.
I know, but this week has been peaceful. But this week has been we've had a reset. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Control Alt Delete that household.
Yes, honey. Yes. And so I think it's a good segue into our cocktail of the week.
I think you're right. Go on, boo.
The Bramble, a quintessentially British cocktail that pairs well with Scheiseball's royal family scandals.
Oh, we love that ish.
1 1/3 ounce of your favorite gin.
Or measure with your heart.
Yes. A 1/3 ounce sugar syrup. 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. And a 1/2 ounce blackberry liqueur. And you garnish with a lemon slice. And 2 blackberries.
So fill an old-fashioned glass with crushed ice. Pour in the gin, the sugar syrup, and the lemon juice. Stir, and then drizzle blackberry liqueur over the ice, but don't stir that into the drink. You want it as a little floater. Garnish with your lemon slice, 2 blackberries, and serve.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers, darling.
This is a nice, easy drink.
Not too sugary.
Yeah, exactly.
Could
that
probably
works.
even skip the sugar syrup if you really are,
Yeah,
that concerned about it. It's only half
exactly.
an ounce.
And gin is so smooth. God, we need an alcohol sponsor.
Ooh, yes, queen.
Not AA though. But shout out to everybody in AA.
Or
we
the
send you
Promises
love and support.
Malibu or Betty Ford Clinic.
Oh gosh.
Yes, absolutely. We embrace our brothers and sisters in the program.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're proud of y'all.
Totes.
Okay, now on to the scandalous life and death of Pauolo Liuzzo. He was the self-professed playboy who became Princess Beatrice's first love when she was 17 years old. And despite the 7-year age gap, her parents are said to have encouraged the relationship.
What?
Until his past caught up with him. Well, keep in mind that Randy Andy was allegedly running around with Ghislaine Maxwell and her underage girls.
Oh, yeah, that's true. My parents that never would have.
Oh, my God.
I wasn't even allowed to have boyfriends. You
It's
kidding
a wonder
me?
I was allowed to get married, honey.
God, I know. It's crazy. But 7 years, that's a very big gap
She
when you're
was
still a minor.
correct. That in America would be considered statutory rape.
Yes. So I guess that she's 17 is not a minor in the UK.
Well, I don't know. Interesting you bring that up because 18 is the legal drinking age.
I would think that 18, it's just like the US.
Benjamin, can you Google that, please, and see what the legal age for
That's good
consent
for everybody to know.
is? Indeed.
So
In the UK, please, darling. Thank you, darling.
So Paolo, who tragically died in Miami at only 41 years of age, revealed he was asked to kneel in the drawing room of their Windsor mansion for a mock knighting ceremony where the Duchess of York gave a bizarre impersonation of the Queen and nicknamed him Sir Fix-It after he bailed out Prince Andrew with $10,000, according to our favorite rag, dailymail.co.uk.
What you got, Benny Boo?
In the UK, the legal age of consent of sexual activity is 16 years old,
Okay.
regardless of gender, sexuality, or other factors. This
Okay,
applies to
so
all
it
UK
was
nations.
on the up and up then.
Okay, and I think the royal family, they're used to getting married young and arranged
Well,
marriages and whatnot and
Absolutely.
incestuous things, allegedly.
But, how rude. Fergie is, imitating the Queen.
What?
And how freaking, So, Randy Andy allegedly needed to borrow $10,000
That
from
is so
Paolo.
weird.
You
Can't
don't have
be.
$10K and you're part of the royal family?
Or maybe it was some undercover money that he needed to pay off somebody.
Well, he did need to pay it off to somebody, and we're going to find out who. So Paolo, the son of an Italian plastic resin tycoon, was almost a total stranger to the royal family when he was offered astonishing access to the Duke of York's home. In his first year with B, he became so close to Fergie that she called herself his second mother.
Okay.
And would go out drinking and partying with her, keep in mind, 17-year-old daughter
Okay.
and her boyfriend in both London and New York, even though her daughter was underage, according to Paolo.
Oh, wow. In fact, he said the relationship was so comfortable with that marijuana was smoked in the presence of Beatrice, oh mon Dieu, her sister Eugenie, and their mother while holidaying in Jamaica, man.
Yeah, man.
What?
Irie.
He also enjoyed a close relationship with, of course, Prince Andrew,
Of
so much
course.
so that he claimed the Duke of York woke him up early one morning asking him for $10,000 and a removal firm in New York to move his on-off girlfriend, Angie Everhart, from the home she shared with her then fiance.
So, translating for our American audience, a removal firm is a moving company.
Mm-hmm.
Angie Everhart was a supermodel in the 90s.
Drop dead gorge.
Yeah, redhead, beautiful.
God, she was with Prince Andrew. Ick.
Ew, total ick. After the rescue mission was completed, Paolo said that Fergie jokingly knighted him in front of a laughing Andrew and Princess Beatrice, declaring, "I name you Sir Fix-It." Mr. Liuzzo claimed that Andrew never fully paid him back after he learned that Paolo had a criminal record after being charged with manslaughter.
What the fuck?
Before pleading guilty to assault following a drunken brawl wherein another youth died,
Oh
girl.
my God, B likes the bad boy.
This shies balls bananas stuff here.
God, the crap you do in youth. You
And
know?
the crap that Fergie and Randy Andy just look the other way about.
I know, unbelievable. And those two, Fergie and Randy Andy, are besties. They're like hanging buddies.
Well, they're just kind of like low-class people.
Oh
They're
my
two
God.
birds of a feather.
But honestly, you would have think they would have gotten the court, the royal, whatever, the firm to run a background check on her boyfriend.
Maybe they did, and they just looked the other way.
But I don't know. Oh, anyway, guys, gets worse. Rumors of his weakness for women and cheating were also circulating. I'm not a bad person, but it's like putting heroin in front of Pete Doherty. Women are my flaw, he once said. Paolo and Beatrice, who he called his best friend B, managed to keep their relationship secret for almost a year, but they split in May of 2006 when reports of the manslaughter charge surfaced, causing a big sensation.
I can see how that would put a damper on
Hello,
romance.
the queen would have been like, what the fuck?
Indeed, she would have.
Jeez.
That poor woman. He claimed that the queen, who he had been close to meeting, had stepped in and called a crisis summit with the Yorks and Beatrice, who was ordered to break off the relationship.
You know that queen don't play. She was
do
gonna
not
have that.
play. But the fact that this woman has to take time out of her schedule to deal with her granddaughter and her like rogue boyfriend is shies balls bananas bullshit.
It's a lot of moving parts with a big family though.
It
Look
is.
at Kim Card. Look at the momager. What's her name?
Chris, yeah, but you expect that from them.
Yeah,
the
they're
royal
reta-
family,
I
come on, you get the
know.
queen of freaking England to have to like corral
Girl,
y'all.
The royal family's been bad to the bone since like way back
Well,
in the
that
day.
is
You know, they're
true.
just humans after all.
They're Germans. Let's get that straight.
Yes, okay. Good luck with those wild wings. Shout out to my fellow Deutons.
Hola, guten Tag.
For all our German listeners out there.
So when he chased the debt, he called the Duchess of York, who apparently told him, Paolo, call the Duke, calm down. To which he replied, I did him and Angie a favor because you were my girlfriend's mother. Have a nice life. F off.
Today, Beatrice is said to have been left heartbroken by the suspected overdose in a Miami hotel room. And no doubt Beatrice's close family will be upset too, having brought him into their inner circle.
Paolo apparently inherited millions after the death of his Italian father, who passed away in 2001 at the age of 62. In recent years, Liuzzo had been living a very fast lifestyle, according to his friend. Insiders have revealed that Liuzzo struggled with gambling as well as drugs and women, and claim that he had racked up debts with loan sharks.
That's crazy.
He was into a lot of bad stuff,
I know.
allegedly.
But you know what? If kids are given everything and they have no incentive or no, it's hard to find the drive to push and to be and to achieve if you're just handed everything.
And you don't understand the value of that money when you don't have to hustle and work for it yourself.
You really don't.
Nope.
You don't. And guess what? I don't care how much money you have. One can easily burn through
Absolutely.
it all, okay?
Yep.
Billionaires can go bankrupt.
Yes.
Okay?
Look at all these lottery winners.
Yeah, exactly. Or even business people who don't know when to stop their investments or what have
Madoff.
you. Oh, God. Yes. Yeah. God, terrible, terrible, terrible. So, yeah, he wasn't even working.
Right.
He didn't appear to be working in the family business and claimed to run a film production company. Okay, yeah,
Like
sure.
Dodi Al-Fayed was.
yeah.
Ring a bell?
Exactly. His death in February was a tragic end for someone who could perhaps have found himself marrying a royal had his life choices been different.
Yeah, but do you really want to be in-laws with Fergie and Randy Andy?
I think that would,
I think they're freaky deaky.
they probably
And
are
then they'd be
freaky, but they're
asking-
probably not boring, but he also probably couldn't adhere to the protocols and the rules and regulations
Yeah.
of like being associated or married to a royal because she's one of with the pared down monarchy,
Right.
she's one of the working royals.
Right.
So I'm sure he would have been vetted and dismissed.
Yeah, and you know what? It also saved him from being like an ATM machine for Andy.
Yeah, like for his backdoor dealings, alleged backdoor dealings.
Allegedly.
Don't come for us, firm.
The New Yorker and the British royal family, then fifth in line to the throne, met through mutual friends and started dating in July '05 when he started working in London and was living in the largest and most exclusive square in London. In that year, he said he became friends with Beatrice, but hinted later on that she was more keen on their relationship than he was. We started joking around about getting married and having kids, he said, but I wasn't sure that I wanted to get in that deep with B. I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her.
Oh my gosh. Then the allure of the royal family probably kept him there. You know?
Sure.
She's not a looker. I'm sorry. Not
No,
mine. Not
child.
mine. No, not my
She
opinion.
looks like Seabiscuit.
They look a little bit. It's a strange
Horsey.
combination.
They look horsey.
I I feel really bad. The good thing is they're not listening. So
That's what you think. Hi, Camilla.
sometimes another lady friend of mine would come over to my place at Eaton Square in London, and it wasn't just messing around, never anything more. And I felt so bad afterwards because of Bay.
It should be noted he was Italian.
Oh,
Sometimes another lady friend of mine would come over to my place at Eaton Square in London. I was just messing around and never anything more. I felt so bad afterwards because of B.
good job, Pooh.
My pleasure. In an interview with the Mail in 2007, he said by the end of '05, their love affair was being taken so seriously by B that she spoke longingly of introducing her boyfriend to Granny.
Oh, she said, I'd love for you to meet Granny. Paolo recalled at the time. But she said Chelsea, Harry's then girlfriend, wasn't allowed to meet her. And usually you don't get introduced to her until you're engaged, bitches.
B wanted to fly to New York to visit my mother, but I'll be honest, I never brought a woman back to my house to meet my family unless it was someone I'd be proposing to.
That was me, child.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually smart.
That is.
He also described a bizarre scene when he went down on one knee in front of the giggling Sarah Ferguson when she knighted him, with Princess Beatrice and Prince Andrew looking on, laughing heartily. And in the fact, it was Fergie's way of rewarding Paolo for helping out one of the Duke's girlfriends.
That way, I'm
and
telling
that
you.
made it all the more peculiar.
Those two are thick as thieves, baby.
They are
like
freaking
bad
weird.
boys united. They are besties, okay?
They are.
And thick or thin.
Thug life.
Yes. That, literally,
Yeah.
that's what you said when you saw them walking at whose funeral? At the Godfather, Prince William's
Yeah.
Godfather's funeral. Like, Richard.
Yep.
Rack City chick, rack City chick. Describing what happened, he said, I woke up at about 7 to a tap on my shoulder. The Duke was standing in front of me. He said, there's a dear friend of mine. It sounds like freaking Count Dracula. A dear friend of mine who may or may not be my girlfriend. She needs to get out of her relationship with her fiancé.
Oh, my God.
It's an unbearable situation.
You want to continue or should I?
You boo.
Her stuff is at his place, and she wants to get it out of there while he is at his office. At 9:30 a.m. New York time, she needs a moving company to collect her belongings and put them in the storage. And she needs the $10,000 in cash to be brought to her in New York. Can you action this for me?
Paolo went on. I got to in touch
Scottish
with
vibe. There's some Scottish in there. This is great. I love it.
Hey, blame her Irish husband.
I know,
Maybe
I was
it's,
like-
you know.
It's not even related. I know.
Okay, blame the German ancestry mixed with your Italian ancestry.
Fair enough. That'll take.
Paolo went on. I got in touch with an old friend. He arranged for a truck. And I gave my name as a guarantee for the storage people. I told my friend to pay the rental down payment, which was nearly $700, and I'd pay him back. And then I called my mom, and she said, I need $10,000.
She said, what is it that's about? I said, it's to do with the B as a dad. I can't go into it. She got the cash and gave it to my friend who delivered it to Angie. Andrew kept coming and asking me, how's it going? Finally, I told him, it was a fixed.
Later that weekend, we were in the drawing room, and I went down on one knee, and Sarah swung her arm like a sword and hit me on the shoulder. "Now you are Sir Fix-It," she said. "Rise and be recognized."
Andrew and Bea were laughing, and Bea goes, "So fix it." And Andrew says, you really fixed it. Well done."
The Duke made an immediate attempt to repay
No
him.
immediate attempt.
Made no immediate attempt to repay him for the favor, saying, "The Duke said, just give me your wiring details." But nothing happened. The reason that nothing happened, he said, may have something to do with the fact that a few weeks after the drama involving Mrs. Everhart, the Duke discovered his utter shock that his daughter's suitor had a criminal record.
After the break, more with playboy Pauolo Liuzzo.
Welcome back to Crazy Rich Neighbors. Only after Paolo and Bea started their relationship did he confess to her that just a year earlier, in 2004, he had just been put on probation for assault following a drunken brawl, which another youth died.
Yikes. He also took Fergie, remember she called herself his second mother,
Yes.
into his confidence. He claimed, assuring her that though he pleaded guilty in the case, he was really innocent and just wanted to spare his mother the stress of a trial. "I assumed Fergie told the Duke, so I wasn't really surprised when I discovered. I was really surprised when she discovered she hadn't," he told the Mail on Sunday. Months later, Andrew found out, but he didn't ask his daughter to end the affair. Like, what? If that doesn't... If that's not a deal breaker...
Forget the royal but see,
Then
what
what
he
is?
had was he was Mr. Fix-It. You see, he had
Well,
something on them. He
yeah.
had something on them.
Well, true, and he had access to money, which apparently they need.
Obvi for like dirty underhanded deeds that can't be run through the firm
Right.
or through mum.
Yep.
So he claims the Duchess of York had told him he, meaning Andrew, understands everything is fine, but I think that may be why he didn't want to wire the money he owed to me, Paolo said.
I didn't bring up money with the Duke. I have class.
Oh,
So much that I allegedly killed someone.
okay.
But I think B reminded him, and one day when we were about to sit down to Sunday lunch, he goes, "Oh, I forgot something." He tried to slip a roll of dollar bills into my jacket pocket, but it was a new Jeeves and Hawk suit that I hadn't slit the stitches in yet. And he goes, "For God's sakes, you haven't got the stitching out." And then he slid money into my inner right pocket instead.
I really believe this guy.
I do too.
Okay. I assumed it wasn't everything he owed me, but when I counted after lunch, it was only $5,000. Maybe Papa made a mistake, B said.
Papa did not. Papa
No.
doesn't have access to enough money.
Okay. And the Queen Mom is probably watching that account to make sure, it's not like everything is
Absolutely.
scrutinized, right?
Remember years ago when Fergie sold access to Andrew to like
Yes.
a fake Saudi prince, and it was all a
Yes.
media setup? Yeah, these two were just rogues.
Totes.
By February 2006, after he returned to London with Beatrice from a foreign holiday together in Switzerland, the press got wind of the affair. It had also emerged that his probation order permitted him to travel outside the U.S. only for business purposes. That hardly included a romance with the princess on a ski holiday.
Oopsies. Paolo said the Queen was so concerned about that the scandal was about to engulf yet another young royal, that she ordered the Duke, Fergie, and Beatrice to attend a secret summit with her to discuss the situation.
Whether the Queen learned anything about the wild times the princess has experienced under her mother's eye is unclear. He went on, "I gave a kiss to B, and they went off to see the Queen."
B called afterwards and asked, "How did it go with Granny?" She replied, It's okay. She said the Queen said if Andrew and Sarah and Beatrice had taken me in and then they knew about it, then obviously I didn't do the things they were saying about me.
Sure you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
In March 2006, however, Paolo was found in breach of his probation, which a judge then extended by 6 more months to April of 2006.
Then came a declaration by a spokesperson for the Duchess of York saying the romance between Paolo and Beatrice was over. It stated they're not going out anymore.
Paolo states that under Fergie's orders, Beatrice did break off the relationship. B was heartbroken by what happened to us, he later said.
Yeah, but he didn't even love her.
Oh, please.
He's such a little user.
Well, they used him as an ATM.
They
so
surely
it was a mutual
did.
leeching
It was.
situation.
They have no standards. The relationship ended, but the risk of the scandal still loomed over the unpaid debt of the $5,700. After 2 calls to Beatrice's mother, he said the following day an assistant visited and handed him an envelope with $4,000. What is wrong with these cheapskates? With $4,700, leaving him $1,000 short of the money that he'd spent on the Duke's rescue mission.
He should have just called Angie Everhart
What is wrong with
and
these
been like, Angie,
cheapskates?
pay me for your move.
He really is. Honestly, that just goes to show you how closely the firm was watching Andrew's coffers.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he never worked in a day in his life, right?
No.
So everything came from the mum, and he who controls the money controls the roost.
Yes, Queen.
That's why I don't want nothing from nobody.
Amen, Sister
my
Boo.
own bish.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
right, girl. Paolo claimed that the full debt was never settled, and when the world learned of his death in his early 40s, he was said to be single and working as an art dealer.
Sure.
Wank, wank.
Stolen art, probably.
People.
Yes. So in recent years, Paolo had been living a very fast lifestyle, according to a close friend. Insiders have revealed that Paolo struggled with gambling as well as drugs and claimed that he racked up debts with loan sharks, according to The Sun.
Lord have mercy.
Child, we need a cleanse.
Phew.
Paolo, God rest your
Paolo,
soul.
may you rest in peace.
I wonder who got his money. If he inherited the dad's
Maybe
money,
his mother.
or maybe he
She's still
burned through it
alive.
all.
You know what's interesting? B went on to marry another Italian, Eduardo
He's cute.
Yeah, Manperi or
He's a
something like that.
good-looking fella.
Yeah, she's definitely got a type.
Totally.
Do you think that Andrew and Fergie are hitting him up for loans?
Oh, probably, but child, those two, they're like little besties. They're gonna just go down
They're just so
together.
tacky. All right, so in honor of this all British themed episode today, my Bougie Bible pick is a walking tour in London called Rich People Behaving Badly. It's as if our podcast were a walking tour. So this can be found on the Viator website, Viator. It's a 2-hour walking tour with a guide who is a history professor at a university in central London. I happen to be the only person on the tour on that particular day.
You got him all to yourself?
I got him all to myself, and let me say, as a woman by myself, he was not skeevy.
Good.
I didn't feel weird with the guy. He was very interesting. A lot of the tour dealt with the British royals, namely
Nice.
King George IV, who was completely wacko.
Ooh.
And King Edward, I forget the number, but he was Queen Victoria's son, who had a string of lovers. So we went into all of the lovers, a little bit on Diana and Charles, a little bit
Nice.
on Harry and Meghan. It is so much fun. It's so interesting. And it's, it's not a stuffy tour. It's, juicy.
Nice.
And you go to places that are off the beaten track and see little neighborhoods that you would never find on your own.
Very
so
cool.
check out.
And so you learned like interesting tidbits?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
So good.
Awesome.
So check it out. Rich People Behaving Badly, the walking tour on Viator.com.
Okay, and my Bougie Bible pick this week is Bala bangles. And these are like literally just weighted bangles that look very cute and cool. They come in like a variety of colors. You can get black, white, but nice pastels, greens and blues and pinks. And it has a 4.6 rating, 7,000 ratings on Amazon.
They were also on Shark Tank. That's how I know them.
Yes, and so you can get them in either 1 pound, which is a waste of time. 2 pounds, also a waste of time. And you can get them in 3 pounds, and you
We
can
have a 10-pound minimum.
and then you can like strap. I don't know.
You're Crazy Rich Neighbors.
Hey, but you can strap them onto your wrists, or you can put them onto and your ankles. They're like $65 for the 2 pounds and like $79 for the 8 pounds. And
They're
really,
very cute.
Yeah, they are cute, and it just gives your workout a little bit of a boost, whether you're walking outside or whether you're in hot yoga.
We're similar ones to do housework.
Yeah, exactly. Like all day, you can just strap them on for everybody working from home.
Yep.
You know, on your breaks, you just can just put them on. You just keep them on. Yeah, and they don't look bad. You can put them on your feet.
No, these are way cuter than mine.
These are great, and you know what? They don't come off. Like I have some other ones that was like old school, like from the 80s with the Velcro.
That's what I have.
And they, you know, and then you can like adjust the weight or whatever, but these are like secure and they're like totes cute.
They're so cute.
And Amazon right now, not that I need to be promoting fucking Jeff Bezos, but they have a 5% coupon available now. So check them out on their official Bala store on Amazon or on their website, balabangles.com.
They're so cute, and they have like a fun little 80s vibe on their website.
Yeah, love them.
Well, guys, that's it for today. Give the gift of crazy and share this ish with a friend.
Follow us on your favorite podcast platform to just never miss an episode of this goodness.
Because why would you?
Okay.
Follow us on the gram at Crazy Rich Neighbors or on Facebook at CRN Podcast.
Email us again at info@crazyrichneighbors.com.
And remember, if you have to ask who your crazy neighbor is,
It's probably
Fergie.
you and Fergie.
And Randy Andy.
Yes.
And Paolo.
And Paolo, rest in
and
peace.
B.
And B.
Yes. The
Be
Royals,
good.
baby.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
Mwah.